Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and I'm here today to bring you another tutorial, and today's tutorial will be something a little bit different. And what I'm making is I'm going to be making one of these almost exactly like this one here. I have a friend who has requested one of these, or two of these actually, and she wanted them to have a turtle motif. So that is what I did with this. And this is actually a little case. And initially I thought these cases, when I got them, I bought 8 of these, and I actually found them at a thrift store. They were an ugly gold color, so I spray painted them silver. This is what it looks like, just spray painted. I don't have any that are the original awful color. But anyway, I spray painted it silver, and I thought these were money clips initially. And so I thought, oh, well, actually, I thought they were compact mirrors, and that's why I bought them. But when I got them home and opened them up, I noticed they had these little clippy things, and I thought, oh, okay, it's not a compact, maybe it's a money clip. So I thought, okay, those could be used for photographs, money, what have you. And then a friend of mine on a group that I belong to on Facebook informed me that it was not a money clip, it was a cigarette holder. Who knew? I sure didn't know that. But anyway, I was still glad I got them, and I am having a lot of fun repurposing these little things. I've already made a few of them and put them in my Etsy shop, and today I'm going to do these two so that my friend will have hers and her too. And the one that I'm going to be doing, again, here are the materials I'm going to be using for that one. And this is what I will be putting on top of this container. And it is it's actually it came on a spool. I got it at Michael's. It's sequins, as you can see that. It's sequins, and they shimmer in the blue and the green. And it came in a 1-yard roll, and this ribbon was about 5.5 inches wide by 1 yard. I love it, love it, love it, and I wished I had bought 2 spools of it, because I did use a Michael's coupon. I'll have to use another one and get another roll of it, because it really, I've used it on so many things that I'm almost out of it now. This little bit in this baggie is all I have left. So anyways, I'm going to be putting that on top. Now, I had already started to do this video and got interrupted after I had already put this on there. And during that interruption, it just got noisy and stuff, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to do the whole thing over again. So what I did was this was what was on top of the first one of these that I did. I'm going to cover that up. So this sat on the top. So I pulled the first one out, and it has a sticky on the back of it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to keep that and use it as a template to cut my pieces of whatever I'm going to put on top. I'm using that. So it's already got sequins and things stuck all over it. That's okay. I'll still use it. So anyway, I used that and cut out a square of this, and I've already glued it with using E6000 glue. I used this adhesive, and I just covered the whole top, and making sure that when I did put this glue on, I went around these edges to make sure when I get this up to the edges, I could kind of fold it over that top piece and make it fit in there kind of like a glove. So anyway, I have already put this piece of ribbon on or mesh or sequins on the top of this one. So now we're going to go ahead and start embellishing it. And what I'm going to be using this 4mm rhinestone chain, and this is an iridescent rhinestone chain. Really pretty. So this is 4mm. And then I have a 2.6 millimeter rhinestone chain. And this one actually has a silver backing. This one has a gold backing. But I'm going to use the two together because they look really, it really looks cool on this piece with the two different colors. So that's what we're going to do now. The first one we're going to put on is going to be the 4mm chain. We're going to put that on the outside edge of this piece. And what I do is I do one edge at a time. Because this is a square piece, it doesn't, the corners of these are not round. Normally I would just continue to go around the piece until I get to the end. But on these I'm not doing that because they are not round at the edges. So I just pick it up so that it's facing me. And I'm going to put that rhinestone chain on that edge, and then I'm going to clip it here at the end. Okay. Making sure that all of my rhinestones are pointing up and looking straight. We've got that edge on there. And you'll notice with the E6000, it gets just dry enough, and I don't use an overabundance of E6000 when I do this, you guys. Some people tend to use a lot, and then it gets goopy, and it gets, everything just kind of wants to slide around and fall off. I do not do that. I try to use as little as I need. And this time I'm just going to go ahead and measure this and cut it off, which is what I should have done on the top row. And then we're going to glue this edge on using just a small stream of E6000, or straw, a small bead, I should say, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to lay that there, flip it up on its side. And I have to have this facing me, guys, just for a second here while I make sure it's straight. Okay. Okay, and then make sure that your rhinestones are going end to end. Okay, we've got that row on. And I've got them fairly well lined up. You want to try and make sure that they're lined up and going straight across and not real wonky. You may get a couple of areas where it's going to be just slightly kind of off kilter or what have you, but try to get it as straight as you can. You know, none of us are perfect. So sometimes you're going to get an area that's not going to be perfect. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and measure this piece, but when I do this one, I'm going to take this rhinestone chain and I'm going to go, I want it to go from this rhinestone here to this rhinestone here. So I'm going to place my adhesive on the tops of these two rhinestones that are on the edges, here and here. And I'm going to go completely across with this rhinestone chain. So I'm going to measure how long that's going to need to be. And I'm going to cut this off where I know that last rhinestone, and in fact I'm going to just make two of these right now that are exactly the same length, and now I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my E6000, and on this edge I'm going to hit the top of that rhinestone and go across, And I'm going to hit the top of that rhinestone. And then I'm going to lay this rhinestone at its side like that. And it's easiest to work with if you've got it sitting upright so that it's laying properly. That way you can get everything set exactly the way you want it and make sure that it's sitting the way it's supposed to on there. As straight as you can get it. And there we have it. That edge is good and it's lined up against those other rhinestones on the sides. And now we're going to do the same thing for the other end. Rhinestone, case, and rhinestone. And again, we're going to lay this on its side. Pick this up so that we can work with it a little easier. Okay, there we go. We've got that end done and we're all set. And I'm sorry if I got off camera a little bit on that one. I was trying to concentrate and get some of the glue off of the tin itself. But I just want to make sure that all of my rhinestones are lining up there. And it looks really good. Looks pretty straight. And that's what it looks like so far. And make sure when you're putting these sequins on that you have so that the scallops or the mermaid, it looks like mermaid scales, are going down towards the opening in the front. Okay, so that they're facing that direction. I mean, I don't suppose it's a must that you have to do it that way, but to me, that's how it looks best. So that would be my suggestion. Okay, so now we've got that rhinestone on. Now we're going to take that and put that away. And now I'm going to use this rhinestone chain. And I'm going to put that around this inside piece. And I'm just going to kind of measure these and cut them off and get them ready to go. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to take the next one and I'm just going to measure it up next to this one and make it the same length. And we're going to cut that one there. And then we'll do the side pieces after we get these on. And we're just going to put a little bead of E6000 right along the line between the sequins and the case there, the top of the case. And let me pick this up so I can see the side of it. We just kind of want it to sit inside that little pillow there. So that it fits very nicely. Okay, so that's that, and now we're going to do this edge. Sorry, I'm just trying to, it's making a little noise. I'm trying to get it into that little crack there so that it, when I push on it, it kind of sits inside that area. And again, you guys, this process, you can use it on mini tins. You could probably do some research and possibly find where you might be able to buy some of these little cigarette cases. You know, maybe they do sell them on Amazon or what have you. I think I may do my own little research project and see if there's a way to find these. There probably is. You can find anything these days on the internet, right? I'm just going to go ahead and put glue on each side of this, and then I'll get my rhinestones cut. And I'm going to cut that there. And we will cut that one the same size. Okay, and then we're going to lay this rhinestone down on this edge. And the good thing about these rhinestones is, if you cut it a little bit too long, that's a good thing. Don't cut it too short, but if you cut it a little bit too long, these things will squeeze together and fit in nicely. If you've got a little extra rhinestone there, that's always an okay thing. I'm trying to make sure these rhinestones are sitting upward so that they look right. Okay, and now we're going to put this one in on this side. We've already added our E6000, and fit it in there nicely. It's too bad you guys can't yell at me when I start to get off camera so that I can hear you. Because I'm sure, you know, plenty of you probably do yell at me sometimes when I get off camera, and I apologize for that. I am still I can't say that I'm still learning, because I've really got the whole video process down, but I'm still learning to remember the things that I need to remember to do to make this all work out right. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to mirror what I did on this one, with the exception of a couple of embellishments are going to be different, because I only had one of these little round pieces that I have here. I only had one of those, so this one gets that one, this one gets something different. So we're going to take our E6000 and we're just going to start gluing things down the way that we want them to look. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put this filigree piece in the corner, and these filigree pieces I get in this antique brass, and then I color. If I want them silver, I just use my silver leafing pen and I color them silver, and then they're ready to go. I tend to use more silver than I do gold or brass or any of the other colors, unless I'm looking for an antique sort of look. I try and use more silver. That's just my preference. Sorry about my phone, you guys. Okay, so we've got those in the corners. And the next piece I'm going to glue down is this turtle who has a shell stuck under his, whoopsie, Okay, let's go ahead and get him covered in E6000. We're going to put a good amount of E6000 around this turtle in all the places that we know will touch this piece so that it will stay down. Okay, and then we're going to take this shell. Since I really pretty much know where everything's going to go, it really helps me on this piece because it's going to make it a whole lot quicker to put this together so that my video is not too long and boring. We're going to put that shell there. These are just little shells that I have laying around in my stash. Actually, a friend of mine had given me a bag. My friend Carol gave me a bag of shells. She went to Laguna Beach and had picked up some shells for me. She picked up some for herself, and I am still using those shells. Some of them she took directly out of the water, and that's where these came from. And then the other ones that she gave me, she picked me up a little bag of shells from a gift shop there in Laguna Beach. And I live in California, and Laguna Beach is probably about an hour away from my home, and it's a beautiful, beautiful town. They do a little sawdust festival there every year. My daughter loves to go to the sawdust festival and pick up, they sell all kinds of unique handcrafted items there that are made by a lot of local artisans. And super fun to walk around, and in the summertime when the weather's beautiful, it just doesn't get much better than that. Laguna is just a beautiful town with a lot of really, really great people. I've actually had, have friends that live in Laguna. It's kind of a high dollar place, which, I cannot afford myself, but beautiful nonetheless, nice place to visit, and a nice place to walk around and spend a little time if you can. If you ever get to California and you have the chance, stop by and visit any of the local beaches. They're all amazing. But Laguna is a particularly nice area to visit. So if you ever get the chance, do that, because you won't be disappointed. I'm going to put a little pearl in the center there, and then I have this little bitty turtle. This is the baby turtle that's going to hang out with the mama turtle, and the baby's going to swim in front of mama so that mama can watch him. Okay, so we are done with this piece. And I'm just going to gently, ever so gently, I just pushed on those rhinestones, show you how this one looks. So here's the first one that I did that was already completed, and here's the one that I did today. So super duper pretty. These have a beachy theme with turtles. Both are gorgeous. I'm sure my friend Virginia is going to love these. And then also I want to show you a couple of other ones that I did here, just so that you can see kind of the differences. Now this one I also used the shimmer ribbon on the top, and it's got a little owl here and a little butterfly piece that I put in there, and a rose. And this one's just fun. It's got plumeria flowers on it. Very Hawaii, with the exception of the owl, obviously. He's kind of not Hawaii, but he was so cute, and he kind of went with this that I thought I would use him there. So there's that one. And then this one is completely different. This one is, I've used some paper that I have that I purchased, a book of papers, and I put that on the bottom. I've got diamond dust on this one, and I've got all these flowers and another butterfly piece here, and then the corner filigrees there, and then this beautiful rhinestone piece that's in the corner. And again, this one is super gorgeous. Same thing on the inside. It's got a little book. It says Little Women. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie or read the book. Great story though. It's a story that I absolutely love. And then a little destiny charm and a little teacup charm there. So super cute. These are all super cute. And I have a couple more that are in my shop as well that are a little different than these that I think you would all enjoy. And then this is something that I also made recently. This is a little wooden box. Opens up like that. And I decorated it with a little wooden heart piece and then embellished it in the center here. This was another piece. My friend Sandy Simpkins sent me these wooden hearts. I had some other ones that I had been working with, and then she sent me some more that are super pretty, and I just want to share those with y'all. Just so you can see what I had to work with. She sent me, there were 3 different styles of these hearts that she sent me that I've been using. This is the one that I used on this box. So I took that center part of the heart here and let's see, yeah, the center part of the heart here and decorated it that way. So it came out really pretty. This box is just gorgeous. I have not listed it in my store yet, but I will be. And then Sandy also gave me these big butterflies, and what I did with the first one that I decorated of these butterflies, this is what I came out with. I love it. It's one of my favorite things ever that I've ever done. It's big. It's covered in different embellishments and things. I made a couple of dangle charms to go with it, and then it has 2 magnets on the back just to make sure it stays up. But this bigger magnet on here is one of those extra super powerful magnets, so it stays on the refrigerator really, really well. This one here, and then this one is an added precaution. But just so you guys could see this, I love the way this came out. I'm so happy with it, and I have not listed this in my store yet because I honestly wasn't sure I wanted to sell it, but I probably should. Anyway, so that's something else that's going into my Etsy shop. So done with this video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed doing it, and I will be checking around to see if there's anywhere that these little cigarette cases can be found, so that I can maybe pop a link in somewhere that you guys will know where you can get them. Otherwise, my suggestion would be you can use blank tins. You know, you could do this same process. I use these blank tins. These are Altoid size tins. You can get blank ones on Amazon, just like these, that you can purchase. Or you could take a tin like this. This is just an old Fossil watch tin that a watch came in. And do the same thing, just paint the outside, you know, whatever color you want to make it, and turn it into something beautiful like this. So much fun, and it's very very therapeutic for me. I just love my crafting, and I don't know what I'd do without it. But anyway, y'all, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel down below, and I will provide you with links to my Etsy shop and to my Facebook page, so you can take a look at some of the other things that I've created and that are for sale in my Etsy store. And if you have any suggestions for things that you'd like to see in the future, please let me know. I do have another tutorial coming up where I will be doing some altered watches, and I think you'll enjoy that as well. I'm going to do probably a couple of different styles of the altered watches, so stay tuned. And again, if you have any questions or anything in particular that you'd like to see a tutorial on, if it's something I can do, I will certainly try it. If it's something I don't know how to do or I've never done, I'll try and figure it out and do a tutorial on it. To all my new subscribers, thank you so much. Oh, and we are just above 750 subscribers. I've got, I think, I checked this morning, it was 754. And as soon as I hit the 800 subscriber mark, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I'll be keeping you guys updated on that as I go along. Hopefully by my next tutorial, I will have decided what I'm going to be giving away at that 800 mark, and all of my subscribers will be eligible to win that item. So I'm going to try and figure out how to do a random drawing so that it's all fair and square, and so that somebody who's very deserving wins that item and enjoys it, hopefully. And so I'll come up with all the details on that, though, before my next video, hopefully, if not within the next couple of videos. But thanks again for watching, y'all. Have a really, really wonderful week, and I will be seeing you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.